Hi, I'm Josh McLean and this is my music video presentation explaining what I'm going to be doing for my music video. But firstly I had to make three ideas. My first idea was a song which was funky house song, which I was going to use footage which I'd already recorded in Africa, but I realised I didn't have enough footage to cover the whole music video. It was going to have people playing the bongo drums and stuff like that, which is a photo there I took in Africa of what I was going to use. And that didn't work out because I wouldn't have had enough, so I had to move on to the next idea, which was going to be a house music song, which was going to be filmed in a club. But I realised the difficulty of that because clubs may have a problem with you filming in there without either paying them or their permission, so I couldn't use that one. So my final idea was The Streets, Blinded by the Lights, which is a extremely well-known song, and I'm going to take a completely different hit on it compared to what they do, where they talk about, it's about him at a party and he's doing drugs and stuff, but that's not really what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to use the name of the song as how it was going to name the song was Blinded by the Lights, so I included lots of lights around London, iconic places like the Banksy Tunnel, underneath Waterloo Station, and then do time lapses across in different places in London, and then have one character in it who will be Jay Kemp, and just have him walking through the Banksy Tunnel looking confused, sort of blinded by the lights as such. So if you could. You don't have to click on that one, but yeah. So I wrote an email to the record label of who produced this album, which was Locked On Records, and asked them what I needed to, asked them for the permission and say that I would like to use their song, and then I also filled out a PRS form which had the time code of the amount of time that I was going to use the song for, which was the whole song, which is just underneath it there. That's the form that you have to fill out when using a song for to get their permission, because PRS are the leaders of the music industry when it comes to copyright and stuff like that. And then here I have the storyboard for the ideas that I'm going to do, which is going to consist of, start off with using an out of focus light coming, which is going to be kept throughout the video, and then have time lapse of the London Eye, and then other iconic parts in London like Trafalgar Square, but the character, who's Jake, will be walking through the graffiti tunnel, and that's where the character will stay throughout. And it will just be cutting from different shots of him and different shots of the tunnel, but then sometimes when it gets to the chorus, change into other iconic scenes in London, and have in one part, is it Leicester Square Leicester Square with the lion in the middle. Trafalgar Square with the line in the middle, have the character sat there, and then have just the world going on around him as he seems oblivious. And then with that I have to take into consideration the problems it's going to have, like the local conditions, which it shouldn't be a problem because I'm filming on the street. Permission needed I don't need any because it's in a public place. Because nobody will be knowing the reason behind it, that I won't need other people's viewpoints from the streets. Won't need any lighting or any of that because it's in a public place and using natural light. But I have to, because it's in the Banksy Tunnel, because there are some drops and you could trip over or something, that's taken into consideration for that. But the dress code, there isn't one, so he just needs to wear normal clothes like jeans and a jumper. And there will be no props required for the music video that I'm making. Thanks for listening. Is that alright?